So here is time to go back to Helsinki, and I'm starting my flight and my pack of flights actually now from Moscow to Yerevan. Going back to Russia, it was big, rare Boeing 767, as I said and as I showed, but now it's only standard Boeing 737-800. So I will just briefly show you the plane, because today it's already evening, nothing interesting outside, unfortunately. I'm just showing you Vnukovo airport. I like this airport the most of Moscow airports because it's pretty huge, less people, I would say, and more comfortable because it's just more spacey, and I like it. And it is located quite comfortable in accordance with the house where I live here when I come. So yeah. So for me there was no problems with security. However, as you may know or may not, in Russia there are three, I would say, stages of check. First is right in the entrance of the airport. It was always that. I think maybe last 15 years or something, or maybe more, maybe 20. They're checking your baggage for everybody who is entering. Doesn't matter is it passengers or just people who are coming with them to let them goodbye, or maybe taxi drivers, whomever. Then you have registration desks, then you have border control, passport control, and then you have security check. And after the security check and passports, you have additional security check of your boarding passes and your passport. Once again, I don't know yet why they have this double control, but they have it. And then you are going into the clear zone here, where you have your departuring and gates. But this system works quite a long time already. International part of Vnukovo International Airport, Terminal A. This huge building with a lot of gates, shops and everything, and cafes. All looks nice, no problem, and no problems with customs. Famous Russian beer from Soviet time, Zhiguli, has its own named bar, even here in airport. Today a lot of flights to the Middle Asia, to Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan and other places. Also Turkey, Dubai, Egypt, and Georgia, and my flight to Yerevan, to Armenia, and also to Azerbaijan. So going to the east, mainly this is interesting airplane 204, dedicated to Russian post Почта России, who is flying mostly to China and within Russia with all these goods from the post service. This is the middle of the terminal. It's quite evening, Sunday, so not so many people are going to and fro. However, near the gates there are a lot of people just sitting and waiting. The left side there is dedicated to internal flights, domestic one, and this one is for international airport. So there, as you see, there are quite a lot of people there. Talking about duty-free and the other brands from international society and sanctions, as you see, Burger King is here, and other big brands like Guess and Versace and whomever, they're here, they're selling, no problems with that. Here is my airplane for today. Boeing 737-800 by UTair. Here is the famous Kazakhstan Airlines SCAT, which is ironically named by Noel Phillips as the best second airline of Kazakhstan. Due to restricted flight zones, the flight itself to Yerevan takes much more than it was previously before the war, and now it takes approximately 4 hours and 10 minutes or a little bit less to fly. This time it was about 3 hours and 50 minutes. And there in the distance you can see airplanes of the famous Russian Special Flight Detachment Rossiya, which are used by a Russian government and president for different flights all over the world and Russia. All the planes are made in Russia except 2 of them, which are Airbus A319 in special VIP version. And then suddenly it happens, so great coincidence. So when I switched on the camera to show you Yerevan from the altitude, suddenly I have seen how the city is switching off the illumination on part of the streets at the one moment. So great. Again, I'm running because only 1 hour and 35 minutes is my stopover here in Yerevan. Landed successfully, like 15 minutes earlier, fortunately. So I have a little bit more time, but I need to get my baggage, go through border, go to the check-in desk, and go back. So I'm running. This time I had no problems with customs, meaning no queue. So I was one of the first because I bought my place in the head of airplane. So I'm now waiting for the baggage already. So it should be fast. Crossing fingers. This time I was lucky. Everything was fine. Baggage came fast. Registration was fine without no queue, so I ran inside with no problems at all. So 1 hour and 35-40 minutes might be okay if all the companies and airport works very well and in time. So I'm just now waiting for my second flight to Istanbul by Pegasus, so it will be a mirror flight and nothing to film anymore. So the final conclusion will be later when I come back to Helsinki. See you later. In Yerevan airport there are such huge airplanes from Qatar, for example, as well, and Wizz Air going from Rome. So briefly, the flight number 2 from Yerevan to Istanbul went very well, without any delays. The flight was pretty okay. The little thing that in the middle of the flight it was quite bumpy due to turbulence, and our pilot warned us about that. So the morning in Istanbul was very nice and sunny, so I decided that I can film quite a lot about the Sabiha airport itself and the second flight by Pegasus back to Helsinki, my last leg. There is information that the middle between two runways, new and old, in Sabiha Gökçen Airport will be given to build the new terminal, which will be much bigger than current one, and it will definitely help Sabiha Gökçen Airport to develop and take more passengers on board and flights. If you want, you may support the channel financially. Information about this is stated in the description below the video. This will help the channel develop further and my videos will come out more often. Thanks in advance to everyone. Closer to Finland, the weather became worse and a lot of snow was on the ground, so I stopped filming because there was nothing to film except clouds until the very end of the trip. So finally I arrived into snowy winter Finland. Absolutely ideal. 3 flights, 3 connection. First one was short but fine, second one was long but also fine, and finally I arrived at Helsinki. So what I can say that Pegasus Airlines is absolutely working variant, very nice low-cost company with very nice friendly crew, clean airplanes and all other things which should be for such low-cost companies, but it's absolutely okay and price is very nice, so I recommend it. And Russian UTair was flying also absolutely fine, all in time. So this time, this sneaking adventure to Russia and rushing inside to catch this rare Boeing 767-200 was absolutely successful. And I hope you liked this video. I wanted to add that 3 flights, 2 connections, international connections, going outside through the border was quite an adventure. It was thrilling, nervous, but finally absolutely successful. And if you like it, join, place comments, thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you for watching this video. See you next time. Bye for now.